What's up guys, this is Neal and I am from Merritt Island, Florida. I'm 33 years old and I am 1 week away from heading to New York City to Scalp Micro USA to see Matt and the team to get scalp micropigmentation done on my head. It's the big day. I am at the Orlando airport and I am headed to New York City to get scalp micropigmentation done, and I am extremely excited, and I will catch y'all in New York City. All throughout middle school and high school, I was always teased for having a high forehead. So that was something that was always bothering me to begin with. Then it got even worse. At about 18, I started losing my hairline. And it started progressively losing more and more. By the time I was 19, it had gotten to the point where I knew I wanted to do something about it. Jokes cracked on me that I was already going bald this young. Already started wearing a hat all the time. In a panic, without doing pretty much any research at all, I took up my entire savings account that I'd saved and went and spent about $6,000 to get my hairline restored through a hair transplant in Orlando. It was a disaster. Had no idea that I was going to have a scar on the back of my head from ear to ear that looks like someone cut open my head to have brain surgery done on me. It didn't work. It did very little to restore the hairline in front. And when it failed, I knew there was no other options left as far as I knew. That was it. So I definitely fell into a deep depression after it, and it continued for quite a few years, over a decade. I didn't associate with anyone. I shut myself in. I didn't date and just became more and more shut away. And I leaned on a lot of things, a lot of destructive ways to deal with that depression that never solved the emptiness that I felt inside me. It never gave me back the confidence. There's no pill, there's no drink, there's no anything that filled that emptiness inside me. Never feeling comfortable anywhere I went, sometimes even with a hat on, because I was always afraid that if I had to take the hat off, or I've had people knock it off my head as a joke, and been totally crushed by that, to the point of being in tears because of the looks I would get, or at least the way I perceived in my mind, because that's what a lot of it is. It's a crushing feeling inside to have to carry that constantly, especially during your college years, when that's what you're supposed to be having fun, you're supposed to be living it up, and when you're too scared to even go out and associate with people because of something like that, over your head being bald or you being made fun of, 18 and 19, you carry that through to the rest of your life, you know? Finally, 2 years ago, I found my way into a church for the first time in my life and began a relationship with God that has transformed my life in every sense of the word. And I started to regain the person that I hadn't known for probably 15 to 16 years. The only thing that's continued to hold me back and hinder me now that I've finally found myself again has been this one aspect. I still don't feel confident without the hat on. I still don't feel confident in myself. I want to smile again. I want to be out there. I want to date. I want to be able to go to church without wearing a hat. And that is the one thing that has continued to still be a constant daily struggle. Whereas all the other things that cause depression and issues in my life have been washed away, that is the one thing that continues to hang over me and still affect me to this day. I found Scalp Micro USA in my head. I was blown away. And that's when I started, I reached out and called Matt, and we had our consultation, and Matt just made me feel so comfortable on the phone. I decided to make the jump and to come up here to New York and get it done. And I'm extremely excited and very blessed to be up here and begin this done.
So talk to me a little bit about the hairline you want,
Sure.
And maybe if you have any ideas on height, which I could help you with as well.
Okay. Definitely would like to go with a natural look. Obviously, like I said, I like the little straight edges, but I'm at an age where I'm probably not going to want to have that long term. So if it can be somewhere natural, maybe in between somewhere, I trust your judgment on it. You're the expert. So I learned my lesson with the hair transplant. I'm going to go with the expert.
So we always want to be above your top frown mark.
Okay.
So I'd say somewhere around there
Okay.
is kind of on the lower end of where you should be.
Okay.
But that's definitely a safe place, and that definitely could
Okay.
give you a nice framing to the face there.
Okay.
And then we can give just a little bit of shape that it's not dead straight, And I'll do a little bit on the profile as well.
Sounds good to me.
Cool.
Sounds
Let me
good
draw
to me.
something and then
Okay.
we'll play with it from there. Yeah,
All right.
get this down right here.
Got too rich, they was sleeping on me, homie, must have got too big. Call my phone, I be like, who this? Damn right, hell yeah, I'm brand new. Smell like can too. I'm fresh forever like canned food. Try and tell me what I can't do. I wanna see the world, my vision on Shamu. That mean I got goals that's real big, foes that's real big. Y'all offer too little, sorry, my soul is real big. Coming into the ring with blows that's real big. I gotta do it big, that's the only way I can live. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big. Gotta do it big, that's the only way to live. I gotta do it big. I gotta do it big.
It's been incredible, Matt. I kept pushing back for the first date with my new girlfriend because I was waiting to get this done. I didn't want her to go to a restaurant and see me without a hat. So to get back and to have the confidence of being able to walk into a first date with a girl that could potentially be the one, and to be able to just be myself, to walk in there with my shoulders back, a confidence level that I've never felt before, and to go on a first date and feel amazing about myself, to be happy, to be confident. It was so incredible to not worry, to have that whole fear gone out of my head for the first time, to be able to walk in there now and that to be gone it's something that money can never buy. It's like a family here. Like I was sad to leave you guys because it was just so cool hanging out. Like you feel like your family, you feel like friends. Everyone here is so welcoming. And not only are you getting something done that's going to boost your confidence, but I felt comfortable to walk in here and open up about things that I haven't really talked to anyone about. Let's face it, this is an internal battle in our mind for the most part. And if you're battling with that on a daily basis, there's an option out there. There is an option that if you get it done by the right people, it's going to change your life forever. I would say, do not live in fear. Don't live in fear of getting this done. Don't live in fear of having to wear a hat every day for the rest of your life or what people are thinking about you. That is no way to live. That is going to hold you back from being your best self. Take a step, take a leap of faith, do your homework, do your due diligence. Make sure you get this done with people that are reputable. Do your research, do the homework. But don't let fear hold you back from being your best self and having the confidence that I now feel when I walk outside every day. Get yourself right, get yourself healed, and then pay it forward to others for the rest of your life. And that would be my advice to anyone that's struggling with these things.